paper.
Hey, Tom Thomas! You're watering plants?
Not only, I'm writing an essay for school.
I don't get it.
I have to write an essay that's called How I Take Care of Nature. Only I have to write what's true, so I'm writing what's true. Watering my plants. Oh! Chusaka. Chusaka, come here, girl. Stop. Don't be scared.
Why did you pick her up?
I want to pet her a little so I can write about how well I take care of animals.
Tom Thomas, I want to take care of nature too.
That sounds good. And what should we be doing?
We could try saving air by not breathing as often.
Awesome idea! Way to go! Saving air. Let's go for it. And ready?
Humans invade nature and destroy more and more of her riches with each passing year. They extract her minerals and oil, cut down her trees, and pollute her air and water. They do all of this to produce food and all sorts of other things. It's a shame that people don't really need all these things that they produce. They often buy something and then just toss it away when it's still almost new. And then there's all the food that humans buy and just throw away. So if you want to help nature, try not to buy anything that you really don't need. And take good care of the things that you do buy. And you can be sure that we Fixies will do everything we can to make your things last as long as possible.
That's it. Now we can write it.
Write this. I also do my duty by saving air. A whole 20 seconds worth. You got it?
What's that noise? Huh. I must have left it running when I needed some water for my plants.
Tom Thomas, I think you should write that you're saving water too. It really matters because there's not enough of it.
Nolik, that's a good idea. Let's add that.
Hi there. What are you guys up to? We're writing about how Tom Thomas protects nature. It's a homework assignment for school.
Uh-huh. I've already written how I'm watering the plants, I'm good to living creatures, how I'm saving air and water, and how I'm conserving carrots, too. I never want to eat them, especially in soup.
Not eating your vegetables? No way. Doesn't count.
You sure that?
Mm-hmm. Why did you rip your paper out?
You won't let me say how I'm conserving carrots, right? So I'll have to rewrite it.
You're not taking care of nature.
What? Where'd you get that idea from? That's all I'm doing.
No. When you keep on throwing your paper out, it means you're not taking care of trees out there.
What trees are you talking about?
Didn't you know humans make paper out of trees? Humans make paper by cutting down trees and shredding the pieces into chips. The chips are then placed in water, chemicals are added to the solution, and then it is all mixed together into a mushy, watery substance called pulp. Next, the water is drained from the pulp, and with the help of huge rotating drums, is flattened into thin sheets of paper. So you see, to make new paper, humans have to keep cutting down trees. And you should know this. If every person on the planet would use one less sheet of paper, you know, they'd save 1 million trees all together.
You sure?
I'm sure. And now that you know about trees and paper, what are you gonna do next?
Hey, you know, I've decided not to write any essay for school.
You what?
I want to help save more trees by using less paper, that's all.
Oh, Tom Thomas, you're my hero.
The music box.
And when the Pied Piper began to play his magical flute, the rats came out of their holes and followed him. And they never would be seen in Hamlin ever again. Whew.
And then what, huh?
I can't read anymore. My legs got tired. Whew.
Simka, Nolik, something's rustling in there.
In where?
In Dad's office, it's on his desk. It's inside the wooden container.
So maybe there's a mouse inside it.
Tom Thomas, sit right here while Nolik and I go and check.
And if there's a mouse in there for real, then how are we gonna get it out? Those rodents are really so big.
And why was I reading that book to you, huh? Just grab a flute, give it a toot, and the mice will scoot.
And where are the flutes gonna come from?
We'll make 'em. Toot, 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 toot. You got it?
Sure I did.
Wait a second. Let's get a little closer. See? It's just like I told you. No more mice in there.
So let's toot a little more so they won't go back in.
All right.
So you're the ones messing around out here.
Oh, Grandpoos, it's you here.
All day I can't work on what I need to do. Right from the start, someone's opening up the top, and then you two tooting out.
It was Simka who came up with the tooting.
Just because you're afraid of mice.
Wow, what kind of machine is this?
Well, what do you think?
A coffee grinder?
No.
A hole puncher?
Is it a foot scratcher?
What?
Well, a machine for scratching your feet.
You're joking all the time, you. It's a music box, and it's just wonderful. Music boxes were invented more than 200 years ago. Inside, there is usually a cylinder with short pins sticking up from it. In front of the cylinder, there is a comb with metal teeth of different lengths. If you pluck one of the teeth, it will make a pleasant sound. A short tooth makes a higher sound, and a long one, lower. When the cylinder spins around, the pins pluck the different teeth, and music plays.
Awesome! So what's broken in here?
The spring slipped off. It has to be pushed back into the right place. Will you help? There we go. That's better.
How come the music's not playing?
First, you have to wind up the spring with the key.
Tidish! I know who can wind up the spring. Well, Tom Thomas, can you guess what kind of machine this is?
A paper cutter.
Uh-uh.
How about a hole puncher?
You're such a joker. Now don't go and tell me it's a foot scratcher.
Then I don't know.
Then wind it up with the key and you'll find out. Do you want to know how the higher and lower sounds come out? Put a regular ruler over the edge of a table. Hold down one end of the ruler and pluck on the other. The shorter you make the end hanging off the table, the higher the sound will be. The teeth inside of a music box work the same way. And bells work the same way too. The smaller the bell, the higher it rings. The sound of a violin or a guitar depends on how thick the strings are. Fat strings make a lower sound, and thin strings, a higher one. How tight the string is also makes a difference. Take a piece of string or a rubber band. Tie one end to a doorknob and pull on the other end. With your free hand, pluck the string. The tighter the string gets stretched out, the higher the sound. If you want, you can even play a tune.
think I got it now. It's an old player for music.
That's close, but not it. A music box is what they call it.
I just said that. So, what was it in there,
Just a broken spring.
It's not the thing I'm dying to know. Who was moving around there?
All I'll say is we, Tom Thomas.
Won't let that secret out.
Shh.
The electric train.
Woo, 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 woo. Zoom, zoom. And suddenly, the Earth is attacked by an alien spaceship. Pew, pew, pew. If help arrives here on time, we'll be saved. Move faster, faster. Come on, get off the train. Move it, move it.
Tom Thomas, we came here to play.
Oh, finally you're here. I need some aliens for this game.
What kind of aliens are you talking about?
Just plain old aliens. You know the ones. They come destroy the Earth and just about everything.
We don't want to destroy anything at all.
Why can't we be, the train engineers, huh?
Train engineers? You don't know anything about driving a train.
Oh, we know plenty about trains.
Humans invented the railroad long ago, but back then, the rails were made out of wood. People didn't start making metal rails until the end of the 18th century. But the first railroad cars had no engines to give them their power. Instead, they used horses to pull them along. Later, horses were replaced by the steam engine. Wood and coal would burn in their furnaces to boil the water in the boilers, making the steam that turned their wheels. And the Fixies were there to help those trains go, making sure all of the parts could work together smoothly. But now steam engines have long gone away. The railroad uses electricity now for its power. These electric trains race along the railway at almost the speed of an airplane.
So you might know trains, but you'll still be the aliens. This railroad is mine. So you're gonna play the way I want. The train is unloaded and leaving the station. Woo!
You can play choo-choo by yourself.
And I will. Pew, 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 pew. Hey, why did you stop? This doesn't help either. It's not going at all. Simka! Nolik! Where are you? Did I hurt your feelings or something? Mom, is Dad gonna be home soon?
No, is something the matter?
We've been attacked by evil aliens. The train has to be fixed right away, or we'll never escape them.
You want some tea?
I've got to think of something. Simka, Nolik, I know you're in there. Please forgive me if I hurt your feelings. I'm really sorry. There's nobody but you that can save the world from the evil aliens.
All right, you talked us back into it.
Well, let's go and check the rails. Nolik, follow me. I'm faster. Whoa! Well, so much for being faster.
But it looks like I found the brake.
Tom Thomas, the rails are broken.
I know, and so?
You know, but that's why your train's not running. Just like a real train, model trains run on electricity. But there aren't any batteries inside the locomotive to pull the other cars. The engine gets its electricity from the rails. Each piece of the rail has a wire in it. If the rails come apart, the electricity can't flow through the track and get to the train. And without electricity, the train's engine just stops going. So reconnect the rails and your train will run again.
Put them together. Yes! Hooray! The train's running! Way to go! So will you play with me now?
And which way are we playing this time?
Whatever you want, I'm with you. The train rushes down the track with Nolik as its engineer, when suddenly from out of the sky comes an alien spaceship.
Greetings to you, O people of planet Earth. I come from far away, from another galaxy.
Have you come to destroy everything?
No, I've come to fix it all. Oh!
The remote.
Hey, Simka, the button got stuck on the remote. How can we get it back out of there?
Look and learn, Nolik. Please help. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, oh, oh.
Should I let it go now?
Nolik, hide somewhere. Nolik, she stole the remote. Nolik? Where are you hiding? Nolik!
Hello there, Fixies. Hey, where are you?
Hey, Tom Thomas, you got here just in time. Chusaka ran off with the TV remote.
And so what? I can turn it on without it. And my favorite cartoon is just about to start.
Forget about the cartoons, will ya? Nolik is missing! I'm afraid Nolik hid inside of the remote.
And Chusaka took it. Oh no, Nolik's in big time trouble.
Tom Thomas, there must be something you can do!
Chusaka, Chusaka, come here. Where is that dog hiding? I'm gonna go look in the other rooms.
Simka, Tom Thomas, here I am. I'm over here. For now, I'll wait here.
Chusaka's not out there. Where are you? Hey, Simka,
I ran to get a pack-a-mat.
what are you gonna do with it?
I'm gonna search for the infrared ray that comes out of the remote.
That's so great. But what is it?
I'll explain it to you. Inside of most remote controls, there's a special type of light bulb called a light-emitting diode, or LED for short. When we press a button, the LED sends an invisible infrared ray. And in the TV, there is a receiver for these invisible rays. The TV understands the command that comes from the remote control and carries it out, like changing the channel or the volume.
If the rays are invisible, then how is it possible to see them?
In the pack-a-mat, I've got these special goggles that can help me.
And now what?
Yell to Nolik. Get him to close the contact on any one of the buttons.
Nolik! You gotta push one of the buttons down on the remote.
A button? But how am I gonna do that? Wait, 1 second. Chusaka Chusaks with a brain full of rocks. Meow. Meow. Oh, Mamma Mia. Now she'll eat me together with the remote.
Nothing for you here.
But here's something. There he is. He's over there.
Chusaka, come here. Do you want a hot dog? So you want to play tough? All right then.
Hooray! You're in one piece.
How did you find me?
By looking out for the remote's rays. It's just a shame it's impossible for me to see him.
What are you saying? You can. If you want to see infrared rays, all you have to do is look through a digital camera. Try it for yourself. Turn on the camera on a mobile telephone. Now go ahead and press any button on the remote control and point the camera toward the front of it. You'll see a bright dot on the screen of the camera. That's the light-emitting diode working. It's letting off a special light that can't be seen by the naked eye. It's also possible to point the remote control at a mirror. And then through the camera, you can see how the light-emitting diode turns itself on. So what that means is that invisible rays bounce off of a mirror in the same way that regular light does. So you can control the TV by bouncing the light from a remote control off of a mirror. You don't believe me? Then go ahead and try it yourself. By the way, if your toys weren't all stuffed under the bed, we would have found the remote without the goggles.
Don't worry about it. When the cartoons are over, I'll put them away.
So, you done watching? Time to clean up.
The scale.
Chusaka, that's enough already.
But what if it's something important?
Come on, she's just a dog.
They say that cats and dogs have a sixth sense that we don't have.
What's that?
Well, they feel all sorts of things that we humans don't. I better let her in. Mom and I will be home before dinner. Please remember to give Chusaka her food. Love, Dad. Oh, how could I have forgotten this? I just can't believe it.
You believe in a sixth sense now, don't ya?
Uh-huh. Only it looks like for Chusaka, it's a sense of hunger.
How much food should I give her?
Look, it's all written on that chart.
For each kilogram of the dog's weight, serve 1 level scoop at every feeding. Uh-huh, I got it.
How many scoops is Chusaka? Oops, I mean, how many kilograms?
I don't know.
Then what should we do?
You don't know? We'll weigh Chusaka, that's what we'll do.
With what?
With a scale. There's one standing in your dad's office.
You're right, let's go.
I was wondering, does it bother your mom that only your dad has his own office and not her?
Nah, Mom says she's got her own office. It's called the kitchen. Hey, look, there's the scale.
Did you know that humans have had scales like this for more than 7,000 years? If we want to find out how much something weighs, we need to compare it with something that we already know the weight of. Let's say you need to weigh a watermelon. You put it on the scale's pan and it drops down. Now you keep adding weights to the other side until the two sides balance. Well, this one is too heavy, but this one is just right. Since the weight is 10 kilograms, it means that the watermelon weighs 10 kilos. And that's just how simply a scale works.
Well, should we start? Chusaka.
Right, like she's gonna come running. How are you gonna get her away from that bag?
Huh, I know how to get her. Here, hold this little piece of food while I weigh her.
This may be literal, but it's way too heavy.
Just hang on.
Please, hurry up. Come on, hurry up.
Done. Her weight is 2 kilograms. Okay, now we can feed Chusaka. Chusaka weighs 2 kilograms, so 2 cups will be just right then.
Do you think that you can feed your pets any kind of food at all? Oh, no! For them to be healthy, pets just like humans need to have a nutritious diet. Today, there are special pet foods for birds, fish, dogs, cats, and all sorts of other pets. These foods are made with everything your pets need to stay healthy, like meat, fish, fruits, grains, vegetables, and vitamins. These kinds of foods give pets a well-balanced diet, and there's no need to cook them. They're ready to eat. Just pour them in a bowl and your dog will be happy. And so will your cat, and your bird, and your fish, too. Just be careful not to mix them up, because what's good for a fish isn't good for a dog. Each animal needs its own special food.
Stop!
What's wrong?
What's wrong? You have to take out a piece. She ate one already.
All right.
So, that's 6 cents. You still think it's true, right?
What did you bring that for? Oh, Mom is calling.
No way. How could she know it would rain?
I knew that Chusaka had it. Hello?
It was a 6 cents, wasn't it?
The short circuit.
Are you sure we're allowed to play in your dad's office?
We're not gonna play in here. We came here on a tour. I think this place is like a real museum. Just take a look at that. I have no idea what it is. And this thing is a complete mystery. Keep it down. This is a museum, you know?
What a great museum guide you are. You know absolutely nothing.
How can you say you don't know? I know.
I'd like to run a test here, on the capacitor.
On this one?
Don't touch!
Why can't I? It's not a museum.
Because it's dangerous.
If you touch it, the shock could be deadly. But you two are touching it all the time. I've seen it.
The only time is when the device is turned off.
And right now, the device is running.
For many centuries, the Fixies only had to work on mechanical devices. But after the discovery of electricity, the Fixies had to master electrical devices as well. At first, Fixies were getting terrible shocks, and they really, really hurt. Over time, the Fixies figured out that you can't fix appliances when they're turned on, and bare wires should never, ever be touched. And Fixies also learned that electricity can travel not just through wires, but through plain old water. So that's why if a broken wire ever ends up in a puddle of water, you must never get close to it, or you could get a terrible shock. Fixies learn all these important rules, and they hope humans understand that they need to learn them as well.
Look. Now here's one I know about. It's an old radio my dad got from my grandpa. More than 60 years old. Can you believe it?
Your grandpa?
The old radio.
That was a joke. Is it still working?
I don't know. Let's check.
What was that?
It looks like the electricity got turned off.
Maybe it was a short circuit.
I'll go find out. Oh, so it was you who caused the short circuit.
I was in here showing all these things to Nolik, and we wanted to turn on the radio. We flipped the switch on, and then suddenly, kaboom, the lights go off.
They're off everywhere in the apartment.
So then how can I even warm up my pizza now?
Soon it will warm up all by itself now that the refrigerator isn't working.
Simka, what is that thing you said? A short circuit.
Electricity goes back and forth from an appliance with two separate wires. For example, an iron uses the electricity it needs to get hot. But if those two wires start touching each other without the iron in the middle, then the wires will get hot instead. And this can cause the wires to burn out. When this happens, it's called a short circuit. Short circuits can happen when the coating around a wire is worn out, or when an appliance is broken on the inside of it. So when you tried turning on that old broken radio, the wires in the apartment started burning.
Does that mean all of the wires got destroyed?
Don't worry. In our apartment, there's an automatic switch to stop that. It turns off the electricity when the wires start getting too hot.
Oof. And what about that, automatic switch? Is that something you need your mom and dad to turn on?
No question. You definitely would. But you have us.
Yeah.
And we have Papus and Masya. I'll go tell them what happened here. And you guys, you turn off the radio.
But we'll get electrocuted.
What do you mean electrocuted? Thanks to you, there's no electricity.
Are you ready?
Pull it up.
Hooray!
Tidish!
So, Tom Thomas, what are we doing next?
Why don't we continue with our tour?
Hey, wait for me! I'm coming!
Hey, wait. I thought you were fixing the television with Papus and Masya.
They asked me to come here and stay with you on your awesome museum tour. That way there'll be less for them to fix in here later.
The Piggy Bank.
Mwah!
Tom Thomas, why are you throwing away your money?
That's not what I'm doing. I'm storing it. This is a piggy bank. Oh, here's another coin.
I don't like its snout. That's one very suspicious-looking pig. Are you positive your money's safe with her?
Don't worry. Whatever I put into my bank here is not getting back out. This piggy bank won't give up a cent.
You greedy piggy!
Come on, Nolik. Simka must have taught you about how banks work.
Humans came up with the idea of piggy banks because they wanted a good place to save their coins. For storing lots of money, people use a safe, a large metal box with a very strong lock. Now that kind of piggy bank's almost impossible to break open. The biggest safes are in banks. Banks use them to store their customers' money and other valuables. There are even safes in banks that are whole rooms. You'd need an awful lot of change to fill up one of these piggy banks.
So why are you saving up all this money?
For roller skates.
How much more do you need to save?
I don't know. I can't see if there's enough in there.
Then just go and open it.
But there's no way to do that. The only way is to smash it real hard.
So smash it.
Nyeh, forget it. I have nothing to put my money into.
But what if there's already enough for roller skates?
And what if there's not?
All right, then I guess I'll count your money for you. Tidish! Oh, whoa. Tom Thomas, you've got a fortune in here.
There are many different kinds of money, and they're not just coins either. Long ago, people paid each other with shells and squirrel skins and even parrot feathers. And of course, metal coins are more convenient than any of those things. And paper money is even more convenient than coins. One piece of paper can be worth as much as 100 coins, or even 1,000. All that needs to be done is to print more zeros on it, and that's all. Today, humans can pay for almost anything without paper money or coins whatsoever. If you have enough money in the bank, you can just walk into a store, give the cashier your bank card, and take your purchase home with you without handing over any money. The bank knows how much money you spend, and they pay the store for you later. It's so convenient.
So, will you count them?
Here we go. 1 coin and 2 coins.
Wait, Nolik, what 1 coin, 2 coins? What are you counting? You have to add together all of the different numbers.
Huh. You should have told me that before. I never learned how to.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Come on out.
Hut! 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 What can I do?
What if you try stacking the coins so they're like stairs?
That's what I'm already doing. Ah! Why don't you try tilting the piggy bank over?
Hang on.
Stop! I'm getting buried! Put it back the way it was before! This is worse! Ah! the pig down!
Nolik, hang in there, please. I'll get some thread and lower it down to you.
I can't get a hold of it. It's too far away. Hey, Tom Thomas, smash the piggy bank.
What?
Just smash your piggy bank.
But I like it.
And what, you don't like me?
Of course I like you.
Well, who do you like more? You're my friend, aren't you?
Of course.
Then smash the piggy bank, will you?
Okay, Nolik, I'm gonna do it. Nolik, are you okay?
I'm okay. Thank you, Tom Thomas. Thank you, my friend.
No problem.
At least now you can count up how much money you have.
Nah, there's no reason to do it. There's no way it's enough for roller skates.
You sure? What a shame. But now you've got all of this money here to buy a piggy bank that's totally brand new.
The flashlight.
Where is that thing?
Hi, Tom Thomas. What are you looking for?
The flashlight. Ah, here it is.
Why do you need it?
Katya, I want to talk with her.
Why not use the phone? This thing's a flashlight. It's not a telephone.
No, you don't understand. Me and Katya came up with a secret code. If I flash just once, then it means, hello there.
Oh, and Katya's also said hello there to you.
And 2 flashes? What's that?
Katya's asking if everything's all right. Now I'll tell her that everything's good. Oh, what's wrong with this?
I think it's not working right.
I see, Nolik, but what's wrong?
Any flashlight is nothing more than a battery and a light bulb connected by some wires that are used to make a switch in between them. To turn on a flashlight, you flip on a switch. That lets the electricity flow through the wires from the battery to the bulb so it lights up. And if it won't light up, that means that the battery is dead, the light bulb is burned out, or the switch is broken. And now let's put all this theory into practice.
I'm sorry, but I don't have time right now. Don't you get it? If I don't signal back, she'll think that I don't want to talk to her, and that would just be terrible.
Just don't get all worked up.
We'll help you.
But first we need to get the pack-a-mat and come right back. See ya.
Did you hear that? Masya, what a weird sound.
Uh-huh. That's new.
Now we know what the noise was.
Papoose, can we use a pack-a-mat?
To fix a flashlight.
Really, did you say a flashlight? Do you know the story about when Granddad had to travel for miles on top of a dog? It's true! He was sent on a very important mission. A huge flashlight repair.
What kind was it?
A special kind called a lighthouse.
A lighthouse is a tall structure with a huge flashlight on top of it that is used to help ships and planes find their way. People have been using lighthouses since ancient times. The most famous of them all is the Lighthouse of Alexandria. It was built in Egypt more than 2,000 years ago, and it was more than 100 meters tall. The ancient Greeks considered this lighthouse one of the 7 wonders of the world. In ancient times, people would burn big fires on top of lighthouses. Today, the light comes from powerful electric bulbs. Many of today's lighthouses not only give off light, but they send radio signals, too. Yes, thanks to lighthouses, ships and planes for miles around learn where they need to sail or where they've got to fly in order to stay safe.
And thanks to that heroic deed of your grandfather, that big old lighthouse started working. Since then, not a single ship has ever gone astray.
Simka! And what if we don't just fix the flashlight, but we do something heroic?
Like Grandpa's did.
Uh-huh.
All right, what do you say? Let's jump on the back of this dog and get moving.
What?
Stop ducking. Grab hold of my hand.
Chusaka, no! Get out, right now!
Tish! That was really some heroic deed.
Now it's time to go get that lighthouse fixed. Tom Thomas, hand the lighthouse over.
What kind of lighthouse?
The one that's your flashlight.
I have no use for it.
What do you mean no use for it?
But then how are you gonna tell Katya what she needs to know?
I already told her. Watch this.
No, that wasn't the deal.
Yeah. You want to tell us our heroic deed was in vain?
Well, if you need some heroic deed, then sure, fix it.
Hooray!
The magnet.
Well, it looks like we need a pack-a-mat.
Where did this screw come from?
Ouch! Huh. Ah!
Papoose isn't in there either.
It's awful. He's probably disappeared forever. It's already been 5 days.
Don't worry about it. We're gonna find him for sure.
Yeah, we'll find him for sure. Let's go take another look in the kitchen.
But we already looked in there.
We'll look better this time. Let's go take a look in there.
We looked so many times already.
Simka, Nolik, what do you keep searching for in here?
It's not a what, it's a who.
Our Papoose is missing. We've been looking for him everywhere.
Oh no!
He's probably already turned into a screw, because he doesn't have enough energy.
Maybe I could help.
Surely. Let's start with you picking us up. We're just exhausted from running.
In a dangerous situation, a fixie can choose to turn into a screw. But sometimes it happens all by itself. For example, when a fixie doesn't have enough energy. When this happens, the fixie grows weak, gets sluggish, and then goes into hibernation, turning into a screw. This bad luck happens when a fixie doesn't get charged up from being inside of a device. That's why fixies always work inside of machines, so they can stay charged up with energy. Sometimes a fixie that has grown weak and turned into a screw can get lucky. If a human happens to find him and screws him into an appliance, then the fixie will be able to get energized and come back to life. Then he'll unscrew himself and run away, leaving the human wondering, where did that screw go? I know I screwed it in.
So, where should we look first?
What are you looking for in here, Tom Thomas?
Well,
And what do you have there in your hand?
just some screws of mine.
Ah, I just found a screw not too long ago. Maybe it's one of yours.
Probably. Where's it now?
Here, take it, and don't leave them lying around.
Should I turn myself around now so your Papoose can turn back into himself?
He's been lying in there for a week already. He doesn't have the energy to turn back into himself.
Then what's next?
We have to screw him into some device, you know? So he will get his energy back.
Okay. But which one's Papoose?
All of these screws in here look like Papoose. We'll use a magnet.
How come? All of the screws will just get lifted up together.
First of all, not every kind of metal is attracted by a magnet. It's an easy thing to see for yourself. Just get a magnet. You probably have one in your house on the refrigerator. Try moving it close to different metal objects you have around the house, like a spoon or nails or coins. You'll notice that some of the metal objects are pulled very strongly by the magnet, while some of the metals are pulled a bit less. And then there will be some metal things that aren't attracted to the magnet at all.
Got it. And the second thing?
Well, the second thing, we Fixies aren't attracted to that magnet one bit when we turn into screws.
Let's give it a try. Here, I found him. And now we'll screw him in. I wonder, are there any other Fixies in here?
We're not enough for you or something?
Not at all, I just wonder. Nothing. Oh, and the screw went away.
How about that? He already got charged up and unscrewed himself.
Why don't you take a little rest after such a big adventure?
No thanks, I've had plenty of rest. Anyway, it's something I've wanted to do for a very long time already.
The internet.
Well, maybe it's,
Don't think so. It's probably,
You call for me, children? What's the matter?
take a look.
I've never seen anything like it.
What in the world could it be?
Hit!
Maybe it's a bathroom scale?
Or a clock with a digital display.
Wait a sec. Are there instructions around here for this thing?
I couldn't find them anywhere.
That's a problem. Well, then let's try to figure it out.
What are you trying to figure out up there?
What a huge hockey puck! It's big enough for a monster!
And the name is so silly. T-Robot.
Why don't they just call it the Trollbot? Or I got it, the Trollboat!
Please stop the racket.
So what could this thing do, huh?
I have no idea.
We could try finding it on the internet.
Where? Just run along, you two. We don't need any internets. We can handle this.
Go on, go. Don't interrupt us.
Sure, whatever you say. Come, Nolik. We'll find it out by ourselves.
Yeah! How?
So, you remember what it was called?
A Trollboat. Nah, a Trollbot.
You're right. Hop to it. That's not it. Oh, T-Robot.
You're right.
There it is. A robotic vacuum cleaner.
You mean it vacuums by itself?
It's a robot, so yeah.
Class. There's just so much cool stuff in this computer.
Nolik, this information is not on this computer. It's on the internet. From your computer, you can send a letter to another computer. You can also download a song or a photo from another computer. That's all possible because most of the computers in the world are connected to one another as part of a huge web. And this World Wide Web is what we call the Internet. Thanks to the Internet, we can take a peek at just about anywhere in the world and find information we need about anything.
It's an electronic vegetable slicer.
No, it's a printer for round sheets of paper.
There's no way.
Grandpoos, we found out what they do with it.
You're back again? You mustn't interrupt the adult.
Just wait a second. Nolik, turn it on.
Turn what on? Don't you turn on anything.
Ready, set, jump!
Help me!
No, no, no! Hold on!
What was that?
It's a robotic vacuum cleaner. It runs itself.
And where did you find the instructions for it?
On the internet. Just ask and it tells you.
You can really just ask and it tells you?
Aha! If you want, we can show you.
We'd love to see it.
Sure, why not? Hip. Whoa!
On the internet. Hey, wait for me!
What's an elephant weigh? What an elephant weigh? What's an elephant weigh? The answer's easy to get.
It says it weighs 5 tons. It says it weighs 5 tons. It says it weighs 5 tons here on the internet.
It says it weighs 5 tons. It says it weighs 5 tons. It says it weighs 5 tons here on the internet. You send a letter to me. I send a letter to you. You send a letter to me. It's just so easy to do.
We're writing letters now. They're fun to send and to get. We're writing letters now to the internet.
We're writing letters now. They're fun to send and to get. We're writing letters now through the internet.
Who, what, where, and how. Who, what, where, and how. Who, what, where, and how. The answer's simple to get.
Every fact you need, every fact you need, every fact you need is on the internet. Every fact you need, every fact you need, every fact you need is on the internet.
The ship in a bottle.
Simka, Nolik, here, take a look at this.
Oh, wow! Awesome!
Where did you get this from?
From one of the shelves in Dad's office. He's got lots of cool stuff in there.
That's cool. I'll be the captain. This is like a totally real sailing ship with masts, cordage, and everything.
And how can it all get in there through such a little hole?
A ship in a bottle is a real miracle. Do you want me to tell you the secret of how it gets inside? It's like so. All of the ship's masts are collapsible. Before the boat is put into the bottle, the masts are folded down and pressed against the ship's body, so it's small enough to fit through the bottle's neck. And once the ship is inside the bottle, the masts and sails are opened back up by pulling on a thread.
Hands on deck! There's a giant octopus starboard!
I'm an octopus, huh? Oh, look out.
Brave sailors like us, we're not afraid of storms.
Tom Thomas, be careful! Hey!
Oh,
Did it break?
no, it's all Tadish.
It's not close to Tadish. Take a look how this mast broke. Whoa!
What have I done?
Don't worry, we can fix it. Get some glue, okay?
Here's some super glue I found. This is the kind that'll keep things stuck forever.
Nolik, come and help! Achoo! Phew! This stuff is so stinky.
Tadish!
Ooh, that's better. Thank you, guys.
We sailors, never let a friend down.
Nolik, you gotta get out! You'll get sick from that stinky air.
I can't get loose. I got stuck.
Hello there, Tom Thomas. What are you doing with the ship from my collection in here?
I just wanted to give it some air.
Tom Thomas, you know that taking things out of my office is just not allowed. Hey, look, what an interesting cabin boy. I never noticed him before.
I'll take it, Dad, and put it back on the shelf, okay?
Who just sneezed?
I did. Achoo!
Well, all right then. Do your homework and please don't set foot in my office again.
Simka, where are you going?
To save Nolik.
I'll come with you.
You're not allowed inside that office. Your father said no.
Sweetheart, your soup's getting cold.
I'm coming.
Nolik, where are ya?
Simka, why is everything turning?
Because you inhaled the fumes from that stinky glue.
Ah, phew! Everybody knows how strong the smell of paints, cleaning fluids, and glues can be. But the nasty smell is not where the real danger lies. Breathing in the fumes from paint or glue can give you a terrible headache. Or even worse, it can make you faint. That's why when the Fixies need to paint or glue something, they're supposed to put on a safety mask called a respirator. And humans need to remember to wear masks just like Fixies when they're working with fumes. And never forget that the fumes from glue and paint can be flammable. It only takes one spark and kaboom! There can be an explosion. So always remember to have plenty of clean air moving through any room where you are gluing or painting anything.
Simka, hurry up.
Hang in there, Nolik. I'll get you out of there. Nolik!
Oh no, is he okay?
Nolik! 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 Oh, you're alive.
Turning starboard. Turning port. Piasters. Piasters.
Oh, whatever. He's gonna be fine.
Nolik, do you know who I am?
A giant octopus?
Candy.
Nice black eye.
Tom Thomas, did you fall? How did you hurt your eye?
I had a big fight with Johnny.
Oh, wow! How could you?
What was the fight about?
We argued over who's cooler, a racer or a boxer.
A race driver's cooler.
Of course! That's what I said to him. But Johnny had to prove it's a boxer.
Well,
He proved it all right. Can't you see?
you don't prove anything at all by fighting. What a profession, a boxer.
Yeah. Now your dad, he's got an amazing profession. A journalist. He gets to travel to different countries and brings back all sorts of funny stuff. They even show him on TV.
No.
What do you mean?
Boxers are cooler. Everyone's really afraid of them.
Don't be gloomy, Tom Thomas. Have a candy. I've got a good idea. How about a taste tester? That's the best job.
And what is he testing?
A taste tester is someone who tests the tastes of drinks and food.
Yeah, how come?
They want to find out if the food is delicious and what all the flavors are in it.
Super! What a great profession.
But a taste tester's not a job just anyone can do.
I can do it.
Then let's check. So open your mouth and then close your eyes. Try to figure out what the flavor is inside of this piece of candy.
Strawberry.
That's right. Good job, Tom Thomas.
And this?
That tastes like orange.
You missed that one. It was lime.
Yeah, Tom Thomas. If you want to be a food taster, you're going to need to do some serious practicing.
Let's do it. Raspberry.
You got it.
Simka. How do they get the candy to be hard on the outside and filled with liquid on the inside?
Don't get distracted. You're training.
Yeah! Hard candy is made like this. First, a sweet syrup is cooked until it is thick and stretchy. Then the mixture is pulled into long, hollow tubes that are like noodles. As the tubes cool down, they start getting harder. And it's right then that the tubes are filled with the soft, fruity center and then cut into pieces. It all has to be done quickly before the tubes have a chance to get totally hard. And that's how candy is made that is hard on the outside and soft on the inside.
It could be strawberry, only I just can't tell anymore. Ouch!
What's wrong?
My tooth.
Was I hearing things? Or did someone yell? Oh, I got it. Come on. Let's take a look at your tooth.
taste tester has to be the most delicious profession in the world. They taste all sorts of things like cheeses and chocolates and decide which ones taste better. Everything is tested for taste, even water, because different waters taste differently. There are also testers who don't test food and drinks, but rather they test the smells of things like deodorants or perfumes. Not everybody can become a really great tester. First, you have to be able to tell apart all the different tastes and smells. You also need to know when it's time to stop, or you can make yourself sick and lose your ability to tell things apart. That's the reason why taste testers only take very small bites of food and very, very little sips.
If you're gonna have a bad tooth, it's good to have a mom who's a dentist.
That's true. She's a good dentist. She'll fix it in no time. She'll pull that tooth right out. So, did she pull it out?
Nah, she just gave me some medicine to gargle.
Your tooth, does it hurt?
Yeah, it hurts a little.
Hey, now I definitely know who's cooler than a boxer.
Who?
Who else? A dentist. Even boxers are afraid of going to the dentist.